Arsenal lose at home again. Arsenal in the mud again. Banter FC for life. Always. Mikel Arteta out is trending globally right now. Pulled apart from pillar to post again at home. 0. I repeat, 0. Like, that's a big fat 0 shots on target in the second half from Arsenal. An absolute calamity of a performance again from Mikel Arteta's men. 0. Absolutely 0 idea of how to attack, how to break a team down. They cannot do it. That is 3 defeats at home on the bounce. They are dropping like flies. And let me tell you this now. Before I do this, do me a big favor. Hit the like button right now, everyone who's tuning in. Smash the like button, people. Hit the share button as well. And make sure you sort out yourself and get onto our Discord server. The link for that is in the description below. The banter in there right there is mad. It's like the live chat here, but it don't ever end. So get that done right now. This is officially Arsenal's worst ever start to a Premier League season after 10 games. Just 13 points. They have never been this bad. Unai Emery's first season, they had 22 points at this stage. Last season under Unai Emery, at least 16 points. The season that was the final straw for Arsene Wenger, they had 19 points at this stage. The worst start they have ever had in over 25 years. Mikel Arteta, trust the process, they said. Trust the man, they said. It isn't working. It isn't working, Gooners. What are you gonna do about this? Hit the like and the share button. We're gonna get him on a little bit later, but got a little message here. A little message here for Igal. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the little message for Igal? Hit the like button. If we hit 500 likes, I'll play a little message for Igal. And it's the best thing I think we've ever made on the football terrace. Hit the like button now, and we'll get that out right now. But I'm saying it. I'm not even an Arsenal fan. Mikel Arteta's got to go. He's done. He ain't got a clue. Man is absolutely clueless. Legit clueless. No idea. Doesn't know what he's doing. This team can't attack. They now can't defend. Did you notice that when they opened up their back a little bit and tried to attack, they get on getting caught on the counter? As soon as they open up, jawless, bruv. Amir Khan FC, no draw at all. Let's play. Igal, where you at, bro?
Clear. Igal has said that Arsenal are going to win all 5 of our next fixtures. I just want to make that clear, yeah?
I'm a chest. I can't breathe.
That is for you, Igal. My guy, you're going to win your next 5 games. Igal in the mud. Igal is in the mud. Gooners are in the mud. Jeez, hit me a like button now, people. Let's get this trending. Gooners, well, you said you're at the same level as my club, Man United. Bro, we got the PE teacher. We got the inconsistent Paul Pogba. We got Trashford. We got old man, 97-year-old in Cavani up front. And we're destroying you. What is going on? Let's get the panelists involved. I don't know where everybody else is yet. We've got Adam, we've got Kesh, we've got Jem, we've got Latimus in the background. But make sure you're hitting the like button. Sign up to the Discord channel right now. The link for that is in the description below. There is some super chats to do actually first. I'm going to do the super chats first. Pay homage. First one says, Banter FC are back again. Tapas Pules is forever. He goes, they are in the relegation battle. I hope Raul Jimenez is well and getting better. 100%. Yeah, terrible news what happened to him. Should have mentioned that already. But yeah, I hope the scan comes back fine and there's no long-term or lasting damage because it did look very, very severe indeed. Some other super chats here we've had covered. The chat's moving too fast to get them all up. Says, as a Liverpool fan, I was disappointed that we didn't win because when you are top due to a draw at Stamford Bridge than the results of my week. I hear you there, bro. That's not in relation to today's game. Daniel here back again says, who's laughing now, Zane? Obama missing. Yeah, Zane, where you at, boy? Where you at, boy? Where you at, boy? You were giving it Billy Big Ones. Billy Big Ones earlier on today. Where are you now, bro? Where are you now? Let's get the panelists involved. I know you're all crying out for Igao. Igao is going to be on his way soon. I'm sure he is. He's been sent the link. But get your super chats in. Remember, super chat, the player with the most valuation at the end, we will announce as the man of the match. Let us know. But let's get some panelists involved right about now. Arsenal fans were saying Arteta broke Klopp. What a joke. It's so true. It's so true. It really is. Let's see what some of our panelists have got to say now. Forever Banter FC. Let's get Adam and Kesh on especially because I can't wait. Oh, hang on. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Gal, this is for you.
Clear. Igal has said that Arsenal are going to win all 5 of our next fixtures. I just want to make that clear, yeah?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Dude. Adam Charles, 3 home defeats on the bounce. Absolutely in the mud. Worst Premier League start ever. In all seriousness, how bad are things at Arsenal right now? Oh, we can't hear you, bro. There's no sound. Can't hear you, bro. We're going to go to a gal on this one, bro. Your team is trash and in the mud. Surely you can see what we've all been talking about. That side, the Arsenal Football Club are in an absolute mess under Mikel Arteta.
Honestly, it is kind of bad right now. After getting 1 point from our last 3 games, losing the way. Honestly, it is really bad. I'm lost for words, Terry. I honestly don't know what to say right now. There's nothing I can take away from this as a positive. The players let us down on 2 of those goals. The 2 goals that we conceded you cannot blame the manager for the way we conceded those goals. The way we conceded those goals, you learn as a young player to be ready to react, to have the muscle fibers ready to move and get that ball out of the way immediately. You have to be quick when you're on your feet. And these players were not quick to react. They're slow to react. They don't show any heart or any emotion when they're doing it. You can only back players for so long. When they consistently let you down, eventually you have to call it as it is. Today, the players let the manager down. They let the fans down. And you know what? The owner and the board have constantly let the club down. And this is constantly going to go down week in, week out. And everyone who's calling for the manager out, you are honestly deluding yourselves if you think a new manager will come in, get us top 4, get us into Champions League, and win something with this team. It is deeper than that. It's not the owner. It's the owner. It's the board. It's constantly the same people. And you know what? There's another thing. If you are saying, "Oh, the style of football, we need to attack. We need to have this. We need to have that," it is not the style of football. It is deeper than that. Because Arsene Wenger had good style of football. He was in the same mess. So when you say, "Oh, we need to figure out, we need to get rid of the manager, we need to do this, we need to do that," right now, I can't really say any. I'm saying trust the process, but when I say trust the process, I don't mean trust in the board. The board are a mess. I know there needs to be somebody at the top that is a figurehead, and I feel like Arteta is the figurehead that can fix something. Where the board are the mess. They're the ones that are messing up everything. This man has come in, and in a span of one season, he's notified that we need a new center back, we need a midfielder, and they're still planning on getting another midfielder. Guys, if we don't go out and by January and sign a midfielder like Dominic Szoboszlai today, that is more important to us than sacking the manager. So people need to chill out.
I've got man like Claude here with us. Claude, you just seen your team lose your worst ever start to a Premier League season. 3 losses on the bounce. You look absolutely toothless. I get a lot of what Igal is saying, that there are bigger problems at board level. But do you think Mikel Arteta has any idea what he's doing right now?
First of all, how's the Wolves player? Is he okay?
There's no word yet. He's been sent straight to hospital, but we haven't heard anything yet.
That's the most important thing, especially what's happening this week. I don't know what to say, mate. It's just, why is Willian playing? Why is he playing consistently? Why is he playing? Reece Nelson's been playing really well when he's come the other night. Why didn't continue with him? These questions need to be answered. It's not just about, I know Igal was going on about the board have to do this, the board have to do that, but he's still picking the wrong players. Balogun is not even on the bench tonight. I mean, and you've got Lacazette who can't fucking hit a barn door coming on the pitch with 5 or 10 minutes to go.
I mean,
I don't get it. I don't get what's going on at this football club. I'm sick of it now. I'm called a rat for wanting progress. You know what I'm saying? People think I want Arsenal to lose to fit my agenda. No, I want Arsenal to win. I've always wanted Arsenal to win. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you on that. We've got I get that. We've got Kesh here with us as well. Kesh, I mean, you're always quite very realistic when it comes to Arsenal. Did you imagine after 10 games you'd be 14th in the league, worst start in your history in the Premier League? I mean, it is. I mean, people can talk board, you can talk injuries, or it's an unprecedented season. But should it be this bad at Arsenal?
For me, in a situation where it's disgusting, honestly. Like, I don't know where we're trying to go, what we're trying to do. For me, ever since even that Ozil thing as well, like I feel like there's a divide. There's an absolute divide of this club. They're not working hard enough. I don't see the same enthusiasm in anything that they do. Like, you got Xhaka who's tackling and he can't make a tackle. Bro, this is beyond ridiculous. Like, it's so deeper than what we actually thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just, for me, it's everything. You look at the fact that you've got one of the best strikers in the world in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and he's barely getting chances created for him. In the first half, I think he had 4 touches. One of them was the kickoff. This is a front-to-back issue with the team, and I hate to say this. Does it feel like, I'm asking the Gooners this right now, does it feel like maybe winning the FA Cup has papered over some cracks and maybe everybody was a bit overconfident? I mean, I'd like to come to Prime on that. I want to come to Jem, but I'm getting a lot of interference from your line, Jem. It's weird. It's been doing that the last few days. Have you got any earphones with wires? It might stop.
Yeah.
Prime. Yes.
Of course it's papered over the cracks, Terry. Because if you look at that game, they had 3 players, they had 3 main players, were either injured or got sent off. No, 2 of them went off injured. And if you look at the first 10, 15 minutes of the game, we were getting destroyed. And after that, they got 2 or 3. I mean, they were key. Who was it? Pulisic went off.
Pulisic got his injury when he was running in through on goal. If he doesn't pull up with a cramp, possibly we score that goal. We're 2-0, game done.
And then
semi-final against Man City, they failed to turn up. They played Liverpool. They played Liverpool, I think, at that post-lockdown period near the end of the season. Lucky to win that game as well. They beat Liverpool in the Community Shield, and then Arsenal fans getting gassed off of that. I'm seeing things like, oh, we can definitely get 4th, and things like that, laughing at other teams when they lose games. And yet when you guys lose, it's all on you. Arsenal fans, you deserve this.
Listen, I'll laugh at you all I want.
There's a super chat. One sec.
So you all deserve this.
One second, guys. There's a super chat here that says, I'm so sick of those Arsenal fans saying it's the board's fault. They cry for Partey. They got him. They always sign players. The board are not on the pitch. Blame your manager and blame your players. I mean, I don't know how factual this is. Lee Gunner's pretty good with this stuff. He said that in the last 5 years, you've spent more money than Chelsea overall.
Terry, the problem I have with that is you can spend the money, but it's when it comes to contracts. When you've got the likes of Xhaka and a Kante, and they decide to get Xhaka because they don't want to pay Kante more for his signing on fee and his agent fee, that's where you go wrong. You're cutting yourself short on quality because you want to save money. So it doesn't matter if you spend all that money.
I hear that. I get that. But are you putting none of this down to Mikel Arteta? Because the guy was heralded by, not you personally, but by Arsenal fans on this platform. He was heralded as being better than Lampard, better than Oli. If he is, he should still be getting more than your worst start in Premier League history after 10 games. Sonny Unfiltered is here with us. We will go back round. Sonny Unfiltered, what do you want to say, mate?
Basically, I still don't agree with Lee, to be honest with you. The main reason I don't agree with Lee is right in what he said. Arteta's out of his depth. That's obvious. And, I don't think he could turn it around even if he did have the players. It's been a massive letdown, totally. It's not the Arteta I expected. I expected something from he worked under Pep, he worked under Wenger, the two best attacking managers in the world. And he's lost his bottle. He's lost his identity.
Do you want to talk?
So he's lost. Can you hear me?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. He's lost his identity. He had a bad start to the season, and he went to his pragmatic way of defending, and the guy has now lost belief in himself. Arsenal have done a typical Arsenal thing. They've appointed Arteta in the Wenger role. So now he's ordering the coffee. He's made a coffee machine filled up. Now he's getting the toilet paper. He's making sure the printer's got paper in it, and he's still trying to pick a team as well. You don't put more onto the guy if he can't if you can't even get the basics right. But Arsenal's problem is, and it always has been, is the players. He hasn't been backed. The players are not good enough. They're a disgrace. Every one of them, including Bamyan. Every one of them are a disgrace. Not one of them deserves to be in the Arsenal team, apart from obviously Gabriel. The process, trust the process, hasn't worked, right? Raul's gone. Sven has gone, right? They're supposedly the management. If you can't even get the management structure right, how do you expect flow to be right? It doesn't work. No, I mean, I just want to finish it. Me today, Tel. As soon as we went 2-1 down, I stopped watching it. I didn't watch the rest of the game.
I hear you on that, guys. One sec, we've got some super chats to do. First one here says, Terry, please read this. Arsenal fans, get ready. Spurs are smashing you next week. Cam says here, Cam says in another super chat here that we need a central attacking midfielder. We hyped Arteta like he was our savior, just like Partey. We have no creativity, so we have no gold. Xhaka needs to leave, is what he is at to say. Kevin says Arsenal are finished. Spurs are top of the table. Arsenal will finish in the lower half. Arsenal, North London is lily white. A gal will learn to accept Spurs' success. I hear you on that. Marble Horse TV here says Arteta out. He's done, spent. That's a gooner that's watched us a long time. Are Arsenal fans now starting to turn more on Mikel Arteta? Do they really want him out?
He can't be sacked. He can't be sacked, Terry.
On welfare is what Baz has had to say here. Do me a big favor, everyone. Nearly 6,000 people live tuning in right now. Broke another record on the Football Terrace, biggest stream ever. But what we really need your help with is two things. Hit the like button right now. Let's have 2,000 of you hit the like button right now and let's make this video trend, please. Aside from that, please sign up to our Discord server. The link for that is inside our description below. The fun is going to continue in there when this stream is done and dusted. So smash that like button. And if you hit 1,500 likes in the next few minutes, I'll play you the very special new Egal song that's been made just for tonight. If you really want us to, it's one of the best things we've ever made. More super chats here. I'm so happy, Chelsea. I'm so happy, Chelsea. You process. This here says Arsenal are lucky the bottom three are rubbish, or they would be in a relegation battle. there's an element of truth in that, but I feel too salty reading that out. I really, really do. We've got
something he's got
on with us. Welcome to the show. First time here. Give me your views and opinions, bro.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, we're just garbage. We're a garbage team. Our players are garbage. They've been garbage for a long time. And, you know, we have been really cheap as a club. We haven't addressed all the issues. And it's coming back to bite us now. This is not something that's been happening over 2-3 years. This is something that is accumulation of like 5 to 8 years of bad recruiting, selling our best players like Van Persie to United for 20 million, letting Ramsey go. And for a club that doesn't spend money, right, this has all come back to bite us in the ass. And frankly, I don't think that if you change Arteta, anything is going to happen. For me right now, I'm not Arteta out. I think that he does need the central attacking midfielder. And if we get someone in January and we still play like this, that's when I say, okay, cool, Arteta's not the man. But till then, you know, I can see defensive improvements. I can see that we're, you know, have a better shape. We have no creativity. I'm sorry. I look at United today coming back from, you know, 2-0 in the second half. That's a big club mentality. I'm sorry, I can't even throw shade at United. That is what we as Arsenal fans would love our team to do. So, you know, you can't come on here and throw any shade. Look at your players. We don't have any players that can take players on apart from Saka, Martinelli, who hasn't even playing. Our youngsters, you know, we buy Pepe for 70 million and he's supposed to be a world beater. You know, he's not that player. So we need a creative player, and until we get that, there's nothing we can do as a club. We're going to be in the bottom half of the table.
Can I say something? Terry, do you mind? One player is not going to be enough. Even if they get a white, it's not going to be enough. Listen, I want to sack Arteta because it'd be totally pointless. Sacking him is pointless. Just back the geezer in the summer and let him see if he can turn it around. But at the end of the day, the Emirates was built on a rubbish chip, and they got rubbish playing for them. You know, it's the ideal place it was built because the whole club is rubbish from top to bottom.
Can I ask you a question? Sorry, can I ask you a question, Tottenham Arsenal fans? Is this even more painful seeing how good Tottenham currently are?
I'm not bothered about that.
If Tottenham win the league, I hope I get fucking Corona.
That's different.
Come on, Sonny.
No, the world has gone mad. If Tottenham win the fucking league, the world has gone fucking mad.
So the way I see it is that we got to focus on ourselves. We shouldn't really care about other people. You know, we're Arsenal Football Club. We need to focus on ourselves. We shouldn't care about the other teams. We need to fix ourselves first.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can I speak here? Guys,
Sonny,
please,
you said...
1 second, Prime. What do we want? Do we want attacking football? Or is that what you guys want? Or do you guys want to win games? Do you just want to win games, right? You just want to win games. My thing is, I feel like there's an identity crisis, and that's what is causing this anger because people just want to go back to seeing good football. Some people today said they just want to see good football. They don't even care about winning games.
We do want to see good football, Gal. We do want to see good football, Gal. We do.
I hear you. My opinion is I think we're better set up to face Tottenham next week than we were to face teams that are lesser than us.
Agreed.
Because the way we play, we've been conceding so much possession that we're actually better set up to face teams that have more possession than us. So when people say Wolves had more possession than us, of course they did, because that's how we play now. This is how we play.
Can I just say something? Can I say something?
It's a reality check for us.
What are you talking about? Wait, they didn't. You had 55% of the ball. In the second half, you had 65% of the ball. What are you talking about?
We barely have possession over any teams recently. We've always conceded possession over teams recently. So I'm saying we're better suited for teams where we concede possession to and we counterattack.
You've won 4 of your 10 games, and you're getting beat by all and sundry now. I had this conversation with you, Igal, on this show months ago, and you basically said, like, we'll attack the smaller teams. We're pragmatic against the bigger ones. I'm like, no, you're not. You're pragmatic against everybody. You struggle to score against everybody. You're going to find it hard against everybody. And you're like, no, Terry, no. It doesn't matter whether Arsenal have the ball, don't have the ball. Have 5.
Terry, give them a fucking ball each. Give them a ball each. They still won't fucking score.
Hey, can I just say one thing? Can I just say one thing?
Terry.
1 sec, Paul, let him speak.
I don't want a retirement home for Chelsea Football Club.
But you are the retirement home for Chelsea. Jem, sorry, guys.
No, that's what I don't want.
I know you don't. Jem, go for it, bro.
When are we going to actually start realising, when are we actually going to accept that Arsenal Football Club are not a top 6 team anymore? Can you guys answer that? When are we actually going to extend this?
All of us, we all have different opinions. I've been saying that we're not a big club. I mean, people think we're going to in January. Like, why the hell would he come to us when he can go to any other team that is competing, better than us? That's just garbage. We're not a top team anymore.
Listen,
and
nothing will change. Nothing will change until the ambition at the top matches all the way down to the bottom.
Kesh,
nothing will change.
If I had a tape recorder 5 years ago and I literally sat here today and I played it, you'd all be saying the same thing to this day.
Absolutely.
Nothing changes with you lot. It's dead.
Sonny, I want to address something that you said. You said we shouldn't sack Arteta. The board should just back him. So if they're not going to back him adequately, buying Szoboszlai or Awar or whoever you guys say that you want again, what is the point of keeping him? Because he's a young. Let me finish. He's a young, inexperienced manager. Would it not make more sense to get someone who's experienced and they can work with limited resources?
Listen, if you take a chimpanzee out of Regent's Park Zoo and stick a gorilla in there, it won't make no fucking difference at all, will it?
Sonny, that's all fun and games. Answer the actual question.
Listen, what's the point? At the end of the day, if someone ain't got the tools, right, someone ain't got the ingredients, someone ain't got whatever, right, they're going to come up with the same result.
Then it clearly ain't the manager, is it?
But no. My point is, if they're not going to give him the adequate tools, he's young and inexperienced. What can he possibly do?
Well, fuck him. I don't care about him. I don't care what he does in the future.
Let me finish. Igal is saying stuff like it's not his fault that they're not giving the tools and stuff like that. Cool. I get all of that.
It is his fault.
Okay, cool. I get all that. You don't want to blame Arteta. That is fine. But then do not get an experienced manager who can deal with limited resources. Someone like Rafa.
We had an experienced manager, though. We had an experienced manager. It was still the same outcome.
Okay, cool. But you had a bad manager.
Who's a bad manager? Who's a bad manager?
Listen.
Well, you said an experienced manager. You're not talking about Emery. Yeah, okay, cool. Get a better experienced manager, Rafa Benitez.
But it's still going to be the same outcome. I don't want to play football, just pretty football for the sake of pretty football. Back a manager and have a goal. Back a manager, have a goal that you want to reach.
My question is, if they're not going to back him, let's
answer, yeah? Listen, Arsenal could not play pretty football even if they fucking wanted to, right? Even if there was every fucking kits made by Hector Bellerin, they still could look fucking pretty, right? But at the end of the day, if they get rid of Arteta, there's just no point at all, because even if they need fucking Howard who fucking Deeney to get Arsenal out of a scrape.
Guys, we're going to rotate some of the panel here. Sonny, thank you for coming on, mate, and having your say. As always, mate, thank you very, very much. We've added Cam and we've added Samuel in. We're going to have Marble Halls TV in as well. Before we do that, I'm going to read out some of these super chats. They're coming so thick and fast. Nearly just under 6,000 people watching. Please hit that like button and go into the link in the description below. This is the Football Terrace. Our Discord server is now available. Click on that link right now. Get yourself signed up. Loads of you haven't seen this. We're going to do this. He actually disappeared. I don't know where he went, but this is for Igal and his delusion, ladies and gentlemen.
Clear. Igal has said that Arsenal are going to win all 5 of our next fixtures. I just want to make that clear, yeah?
I can't breathe.
We're gonna go to Cam now. Cam, you've been calling for Arteta to go. You've been calling Aubameyang a fraud and all sorts for weeks now. Give me your reaction to losing your third game on the bounce at home.
No, I ain't been saying Arteta go. Like I said, there's no point Arteta being sacked or going but like I said, I don't want to be turning in one of them teams where we're just chopping and changing managers all the time. We're not going to be one of them clubs where, like a Chelsea's, like where we're going to be successful. That won't work for us. I've just been saying Arteta's been overrated. Aubameyang's overrated. If he's got no one for him to play him through or anything, there's no point in him having on the pitch. Lacker's a fraud, bro. This whole team is just disgraceful. This whole club, I don't know where it's gone from. Since we've moved in this new stadium, it's been like bad luck for us. We should have just stayed at Highbury. We've got literally nothing. No passion. There's nothing. There's literally nothing in this squad where it even excites me to watch it anymore. But I at half time, I just jumped. I didn't even watch it from the second half. I just played FIFA. I said, you know what? I'm not even going to upset myself tonight.
Yeah, I won't blame you. I mean, I'm not even trying to sound salty here. I watched the game and Arsenal. I don't know who's tapping or doing something on their desk. It's annoying me. Please stop. You weren't going to score if you had another 2 hours to play. You really weren't. Samuel was as well.
We wouldn't have scored. We wouldn't have scored if we had another 8 hours of play. We've got no creativity whatsoever. I've been saying this for the longest, yeah. So I agree with what Jem says, isn't it? Yeah. For the last 5 years, every Arsenal fan that I hear and listen to, it's just the same crap and shit that I hear. That's why I get onto Arsenal fans a lot. It's because I've been saying this 10 years before you started saying this. But you lot got onto me saying, no, Wenger's the right man. Wenger's the right man for us for the future. And I've been like, no, bro. And then 10 years later, you're like, let's get rid of Wenger. Let's get rid of Wenger. And it's like, bruv, I start laughing. I'm like, bruv, you lot are dickheads, bruv.
Do you know what I love about you, Sam? I come to you to speak, you're quite reserved. As soon as I go to somebody else to speak, Cam heads up. I love it. I love it. Samuel, what do you want to make of this, bro? You're always positive about Arsenal, what you're doing, where you're going. Come on, bro. Even you, mate, I know you don't shave or anything yet, but you must be angry.
You can't back if you back anyone from tonight, yeah, you are not a real Arsenal fan.
What I've got to say is the same old problem, same old bullshit. You know, no creativity, no passion. You know, David Luiz, he should have gone off when he first got the head injury. I don't know what Mikel was doing when he was playing. And then you look at the players like Aubameyang, who's gone missing for the past month. Terry, tell me, when was the last time you scored a goal from open play? That was Sheffield United 2-1 in the end of September. It's been 2 months since then. 2 months without a goal from open play. And goes to show how much deep-rooted this problem is at our club.
Mate,
what happened when I said Aubameyang's overrated? What happened? Everyone laughed at me. Now, what's everyone saying? Now, what's everyone saying?
I said Aubameyang should have been moved on in the summer. I said that, so not everyone.
But just remember, Arsenal fans, you've got Aubameyang and William for the next 3 years as two of the 5 highest paid players in the Premier League. Marble Hall TV's with us. What you saying, mate?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay, yeah. I just want to say quickly, I've been watching your channel for like years since you were working at the Docklands. So that's a long time. So I just want to say thanks a lot for having me and keep up the good work and stuff.
No worries, bro.
I just want to say though, look, Arteta for me is done. He's been done for. Okay, we won a trophy. All right, cool. Yeah, the FA Cup's not what it used to be, but it's still a trophy. But looking for me in that second half, especially, yeah, we had more possession, but Nuno schooled him tactically. And for me, that's the major thing of Arteta. Tactically, he gets done time and time again.
But Marble Halls, the thing is, what is sacking the manager going to do? Because you've had the same old bullshit for the same time. With Wenger, the same thing happened. With Emery, the same thing happened. What is sacking Arteta going to do?
But then, so if we keep Arteta, what then? We get closer to Sheffield United.
We'll be in the same situation.
No, that's it. See, this is what I would say to you is this. This is where I would say we're going to clear out the studio in a minute because loads of more people waiting to come in. So thank you all very much. My view is very much this, peeps. Same as Man United. Your board, their main priority is not winning trophies. So
making money.
It's the same as Man United in this situation. You need the best possible coach available to yield the best possible results. If you had an Arteta, that you had a board that were willing to properly back him from front to back for the next 5 years, no matter what happens, he's going to be kept there. It's fine. Okay. But when you've got clubs like Man United and Arsenal who are, as I call them, like they go with the wind. The fans like him, will stick with him. As soon as some of the big YouTubers and big Twitter accounts start going for Arteta, his days are numbered because the club will just do what Man United do and they'll ship up and they'll move on. I'm not sure whose computer is making that noise. But guys, everyone who's in the stream right now, thank you all very, very much. We're going to move you all out and start bringing some new people through because there's thousands waiting. Kesh, Jem, Prime, everybody, thank you very, very much. If you throw yourselves out as well, save me doing all of it. That would be amazing. And we'll speak to you all again very, very soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you're all hitting that like button. We have already shared the stream once already. hit the like button, hit the share button, go into the link in the description below as well, and make sure you pick up the link for our Discord server. I'm going to share it on the screen. There it is there. There's the general little page. There's loads of stuff going on in that at the moment as well. There's the United page, the Arsenal page. There's loads more growing. But the best thing about this is you click on announcements. It shows you when we post new content, so you never miss another live stream at the Football Terrace. We are the only independent football YouTube channel out there that covers all of the 6 teams. We have rival fans on every single show. There's no echo chambers here. So if you're brand new to us, you're only watching for the first time tonight, subscribe. Sign up now to the Discord. The link for that is inside the description below. Get that done. We're going to grow the panel now. We're going to add Brandon. Igal's back. Neeks is here. We also have a man like Danny as well. I wanted to throw some rivals into this chat as well. I'm going to go to Neeks first. Neeks has got the biggest smile on his face. Look at that smile. Bro, tell me what you're thinking, bro.
Listen, Arsenal fans, they do this to themselves every year, and I love it. I absolutely love it. They are cracking. At this point, Kai back in the place.
Kai is back. Kai is back, people.
Listen, they do this to them.
Hey, people.
Yeah, they do this to themselves all the time. They set their expectations all the way up here. And that's what the FA Cup win did. That's what the Community Shield. And of course, you're never going to turn that down because those are trophies, your Community Shield, whatever. But you always want to win trophies. But they set their expectations all the way up here. And I'm happy they did, because the come down is brilliant. It's like a big night out you had on the weekend, and Monday morning you're feeling the effects when you go into work. Even though you're working from home because it's COVID, you are struggling. And I love it, because when I said that if we lose to this Arsenal team, it's an utter disgrace, people said I was being arrogant. No, I wasn't being arrogant. We've seen against Leicester. We've seen against Leeds, Aston Villa, Wolves. This Arsenal team is terrible. And the sooner, and there's a few fans who realize this, so they don't get these up and down emotions. But when you have the fans who gas themselves so much, you deserve this. Every signing you make is the best player in the world. Every manager you get is the next Pep Guardiola. Here we are. I love it.
14th. Like, I have to scroll down. I have to use my finger twice on the scroll here to find you guys. And I remember, you know what? Banter aside, my team isn't in a great position, right? But for the first 3 or 4 weeks of this season, Gooners were laughing at Man United fans. And do you know what I said? I said, I can take the banter, but it was like, keep your powder dry, because we could all see it coming. Because, you know, on this show, results matter for your team. But when you consistently see abject performances, like, we're not calling it out to be salty. Man says, yes, Kai is back. I'm going to go to Brandon before I go to the rivals here. Obviously, you're an Arsenal fan. Give me your thoughts after that disastrous performance, bro.
I said it last week, mate. Dash him out. Get rid of him. Get him gone, mate. Get him gone. I've realised now why Sky Sports keep putting us on evening kickoffs on a Sunday. It's because we're boring, mate. Boring FC. That's what we are.
Mate, I disagree with you. They're putting you on that time because because you are entertainment for the rest of the footballing world. You make everybody Sunday night. You make everybody. This is why I'm sad it's lockdown. Everybody wants to go into work tomorrow to laugh at Gooners, but we can't. Like, do you know what I mean? This is how Arsenal are amazing. You are better than X Factor on a Sunday night, my bro.
Yeah. I mean, like, half these players have to go as well, mate. If we're being real, like, if we go through that starting 11 tonight, Hector Bellerin, not good enough. Granit Xhaka, not good enough. Danny Ceballos, not good enough. Joe Willock, not good enough. You know, there's so many players there that are just not good enough to be playing in a top team. Why half these players still here? And this is also part of the reason why Mikel Arteta didn't deserve to be an Arsenal manager in the first place, because the first thing that he did when he came into this job was he convinced Granit Xhaka to stay at this club. Dead baller.
Listen, can I say something?
Joke.
Yeah, go ahead. I know you said earlier that you don't like Arsenal fans calling for the head here. By the way, Zane, yes, we might rely on Bruno Fernandes, but you'd love a Bruno Fernandes, bruv. And by the way, Alfred, listen, you know you love Harry Maguire, best centre back in the league now that Van Dijk's out injured. You know that, bruv. Hey, Gal, what were you going to say? What's your response to Brendan?
Okay. We wanted Emery out. Where is he in the league in Spain right now? He's second or third in Spain, right? We wanted Ivan Gazidis out. His team, AC Milan, he brought AC Milan back from the dead. Okay, so we constantly keep saying we want people out, we want this person out, we want that person out. There's the root of the problem is it rotten from the top. Okay, everyone knows this. It's rotten from the top. It's the owner and their situation. Yes, they've spent money. They've spent money, but they're spending money in the wrong places. They're spending money in the wrong situation at the wrong time. We have been. You keep saying you want a manager. Who do you want? We had Luis Enrique. He told us if you want me as a manager, I want this much money. We didn't give it to him. We wanted Allegri. Allegri came to the meeting. We told him, show us what you want. He said, no, you show me what you have to offer me. And what did we say? We thought that was arrogant. We told him to leave. At the same time, we want our people want the manager sacked, but do you really trust this board to hire the right person afterwards? I don't. And that is what's worrying me. On top of that, the reason why our dip in form, 2 people have caused this dip in form. It's not just a manager, right? The players have a big fault to do it. And also Partey being injured, Aubameyang underperforming, Lacazette underperforming has a lot to do with our form right now. So guys, this is not going to be an easy season. I honestly thought we were going to get top 4. I still hope. I still hope and pray that we can do something in January. But if you are screaming, you should be screaming at the board, not to sack Arteta. One second, Neeks. You should not be screaming to sack Arteta. You should be screaming to sign a pre-contract for an attacking midfielder and a quality player to come in January now. Instead of screaming at the board, you're wasting your energy screaming at the manager.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. But then I asked, why did you have so much confidence after the transfer window, knowing you didn't get the players that you wanted? Yeah, I take for us, for example, obviously we had lost to Crystal Palace and Spurs, so that put us in a big position. But we saw how bad the transfer window was, and all of our expectations went down because we knew what we needed and we didn't get. Yours went up because you got Partey, despite not getting despite missing out on maybe other players or whatever it might be, or not selling the players you should have. So you tell me, I'm not saying you're wrong about the board, but why were you not? Why were you so confident?
I've seen building blocks that we've been asking for years come into the club. We've always been asking for a center back to come in that is commanding, that we think can take us forward. So we got William Saliba coming in, and we got Gabriel coming in. I didn't know William Saliba wouldn't be in the 11 for the Europa League. So I thought we had 2 guys going forward for our future in the center back position. In addition to that, we've been screaming for a Vieira replacement or a midfielder that's a commanding midfielder to come into the team. We got ourselves Thomas Partey. Yes, we still lacking creativity, but I thought solving those 2 areas, that brought me some confidence, because for once we had somebody go and address the needs that we needed, not go sign a player that was not necessarily needed.
I agree with you to an extent there, Agal, and I do think the board need to be looked at. You're right. But Arteta's not getting the best out of the players that we have. You know, if I put it to you this way, right? If we could swap managers with Leicester City, and we had Brendan Rodgers as our manager, and Mikel Arteta went and managed Leicester, do you think Leicester City would be where they are now with Mikel Arteta as manager, and we would still be where we are now with Brendan Rodgers as manager?
It's different because the recruitment in Leicester City is so much better than ours. He has better players. When it comes to certain positions, he has better players. He has more creativity. So Arteta could get more out of those players. Our players are the ones that are letting him down. It's not the manager. If you take Arteta and you put him in Manchester United today, they're gonna get the same. They might get the same result. But if you put Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in our team, he's not gonna get a better result.
I've got a back at Gal here. When it comes to, it's interesting, Brandon, you pick Brendan Rodgers. You need to identify a manager that has players as crap as Arsenal. Your players are garbage. This is the worst Arsenal team I've seen since 98, 96. They're utter garbage. Yeah. Everton have a better midfield than you throughout. Better midfield.
Yeah, but the point that I'm trying to...
More creativity, better ball winners, all of that. Leicester have a better midfield. They have a better defense as well, and they've got a striker who can match Aubameyang. Like, you realise right now that Manchester United and Tottenham, for example, we're not your rivals anymore. We're just your arch enemies now. We're not your rivals no more. You're not competing with us. Like, you are where you're supposed to be. The fact you're at a point where you're asking for you want to anoint a messiah, a manager who's going to get the best out of the players. What players? Beyond Aubameyang, name me one other top player you have who's ready now to go.
Partey.
I have no.
Partey, that's it. Defensive midfielder. That's it.
Gabriel's quality. Leno's quality.
That's what you have ready to go, other than Aubameyang. Come on, you guys are dead. You're finished.
Well, the question, it's the same question I asked. So why did I have so much confidence when man's coming in there talking about we've broken Jurgen Klopp? Sorry, how can you say Arsenal broke Jurgen Klopp? You've broken yourself. You've broken yourself.
Yeah. It's so true. I'm gonna go to Kai and Baz in a minute. Obviously, Baz, long-time viewer. Kai, it's great to have you back on the show. Daniel here says Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester, Southampton, Wolves, top 6 at the moment. Let that sink in. Wow. And you know what? I'm going to throw this in today. Look, I'm Vibes FC. Man United got that game in hand. Man United go right into that mixture as well if we win that, which is interesting because like 6 weeks ago, nobody saw that coming either. It reminds me of last season, and I am going to call him out. He's my friend. I love the guy a lot, DT. We did a video in September last year where he was – it's actually – I've got to clip it up because he actually said in that video in last September that he was laughing at Man United. We were in a relegation battle. We were a poor team. And I let him do it. Like I kind of goaded him into saying that because I said we were really bad. And he was talking about how set Arsenal were under Unai Emery, how they had everything brilliant going on behind the scenes. Things were improving. He could see it. He said the same thing this September when Man United started poorly and they were doing brilliant. And it's almost like history repeating itself again. And the thing with Arsenal is I don't throw salt that way. I laugh at you because you're my rivals, but I mean this genuinely. I can see the problems you've got. And the difference between you and Man United is we just spend a bit more money than you on players, but we're both run terribly. And the reason I say sacking Unai Emery is the only way forward for you is the same Arteta, sorry, is the same reason as much as I love Ollie. The only way I see us getting better is by getting a better manager in, because these guys are never going to be backed by a club that run very, very well. Zane here with a massive super chat says, Neeked Air Force One, who parked the bus, stuffed you 6-1.
Zane, you're a Spurs fan now. Interesting.
as bad as it is, we could still have a purple patch and get some games together, because on our day we do have
five wins in a row. Yeah.
No. We're not gonna. I don't see us getting 5 wins in a row. But let's be honest here. We have the quality of players where we can turn it on a switch. What we are is super inconsistent, and at this point, our inconsistency has come with a bad patch of form.
Come on, Adele. Look at our next 5. Look at our next 5 fixtures, man. We've got Tottenham away next week. Then we've got Southampton. Then we've got Burnley, Chelsea. I can see us only getting 6 points from all of that.
Your next run is mad because you're not going to get relegated or anything like that. Primarily because the teams below you are awful. But like I think right now, I can't see you beating Tottenham. Burnley you'll beat. Southampton, look, we played them today. They're very, very good. They could conceivably beat you at home.
They're our bogey team.
Then you've got Chelsea, Brighton. We saw how good they were. Like you could go your next month up until like New Year's Day. Honestly, hand on my heart, on my children's lives, I realistically only see you maybe winning 3 of them games max. That's me being like nice to you, bruv. Thank you, Zane, for that super chat. Such an important member of the Football Terrace back. But he's been missing for a while, and he comes back this weekend, Zane, and just kills it. Chris here says Arsenal are easy to play against. A defensive Wolves attacked, going with 4 at the back.
Yeah,
home. That's also very.
Terry, I just wanted to say the 4 at the back thing. Another thing, Arsenal fans were gassing about how defensively solid Arteta made them. No, he just put an extra man at the back, because every time you change to 4, you get cut open, absolutely cut open. Both of you lot play 4 at the back, but you can see that. I understand Nuno's more experienced. He's been there longer, so I understand that. But you can see that Nuno went with the 4 at the back when he knew it was ready and this team were ready. They tried it against Southampton, I think it was last week, and it bore some fruits, and it went again today. Your 4 at the back is like Arteta has been listening to the media, maybe checking his burner Twitter account, and said, everyone told me to put Aubameyang through the middle and play 4 at the back, and let's do it. But you're not set up to do it. Your players aren't good enough.
Let me ask you a question on that. 1 sec, man. Let me ask you this question. Gal, I've been telling you since July when football came back. The only reason you went with this thing you told me was like, oh wow, this formation was fallen upon. I said, listen, you've done it because it's 5 at the back when you defend, and you bring your 2 wide players into midfield because you don't have a strong enough team. You become very compact because you can't play. And a lot of Gooners saw that and were like, oh, no, but we'll be okay. Once we sign a few players, we'll open up again. You guys can't open up, bro. Honestly, I know I give the example a lot, but I stand by it. It's like Amir Khan going toe-to-toe with someone. At any second, one big clap on the jaw, and it's good night Vienna. Baz, you haven't said very much. Sorry, Baz just spoke. Did you speak, Baz?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, go for it. What do you want to say, Baz, my man?
So I got to say this. Like, you guys keep complaining about the board, and when I watch AFTV, everyone's wearing the newest Arsenal kit. You guys are spending money into this club, and Igal, you're from Toronto, right? It's the same thing with the Maple Leafs. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
People just keep putting money into these clubs, and they can keep running. Manchester United too, and they can keep running, making their money, and the same thing's going to happen until you guys hit these guys in the pocket. And I feel sorry for you. Although you guys are my arch enemy, I really feel sorry for you because I want Arsenal to be good. I want the rivalry to be like it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But, right now, like, look what you guys have done. You've given a pension to Willian, basically. He should be playing in the MLS right now. And you've given him that contract in the Premier League. Look at Pedro. Pedro is smart. He went to Italy. He's killing it over there because he can't play in the Premier League anymore. And Aubameyang, I don't know what's going on. I don't believe this guy is the type of guy that isn't trying. But there's something mentally not working there right now because that one header that Chansey had today, he would have scored that every day last year.
You know what, Baz? What I would say to that, mate, and we're going to go to Kai in a minute. Kai's back on the football terrace. I'm so excited. I've missed this guy still with tongue. From my point of view, this is where I do go at the manager because the tactics of, again, Arteta, we saw the pragmatism at the end of last season after lockdown when he was against the big teams. And I praised it. I praised it because I thought it was about time an Arsenal manager used his brain when it comes to playing big teams and didn't go toe-to-toe when listen, David versus Goliath is a great story, but take the slingshot away and that's it. Like, it's a one-off. Like, David versus Goliath is a really bad tale for people because 9 times out of 10, the big guy is going to crumble the little guy. If he'd have missed with that slingshot throw, he'd have been killed, bruv. And that's what happens when you play pragmatically with Arsenal. It's like every now and then the stone hits the head. Most of the time you miss. But Arteta has continued to play pragmatically and negatively against the majority of teams. There was a moment when you were 2-1 down in the first half still, and Arsenal went forward on the left-hand side. And I looked, so I was trying to see, and I couldn't quite see, but I heard the commentator say, Arsenal have one player in the box. They're trying to equalize, and they broke away, and there was one man in the box. Mikel Arteta's tactics, even against the lesser teams now, has become so negative that there's no creativity. And then what it does, it takes the heart out of players like Aubameyang. Because if you put Aubameyang into the Wolves team today, he scores goals. If you put him into City's team, he'll score goals. Liverpool's team will score goals. Arsenal right now, I mean this, you're a rich man's Burnley. Rich man's Burnley, 100%.
Disrespectful to Tony Pulis to call him the Tapas Pulis.
One second, Agal. Daniel here says, Zayn is a big supporter of the Terrace. So am I. I've been here nearly 10 months, and I've loved every single minute of it. The rivalry aside, love how everyone supports. Listen, Daniel, you've been amazing. The super chats are out of this world. Absolutely love you. And you're right. I think you've embodied what the Football Terrace is about. Rival fans getting at each other, bantering each other, laughing at each other, but not taking it too seriously, if that makes sense. Maria Williams here says, Arsenal of Viagra FC, no penetration. Thank you very much to Alfred Russ for signing up. It is member chat only right now, so if you want to become a member of the Football Terrace, you know what to do. Click the join button right now. He's become a legendary member as well. Big up yourself, my friend. Thank you so much for doing that. Make sure you're all signing up to the Discord as well, even now or when the stream finishes. We're going to get a man like Kai. It's been a while, my bro. Give me your thoughts on Arsenal's performance today, my man.
Yo, I'm so thrilled to be back, man. It feels like home, you know. So I'm so happy to be back. And you know what it is? there's something about Arsenal losing that brings us all rivals together, man. It's like Christmas. it's like a 1 a.m. booty call, man. There is no better feeling, man. It's just I felt so bad today at dropping points to Spurs and keeping them at first, and then I went to the Arsenal game, and I feel so much better now. You know what I mean? It's just
it's the most wonderful time.
It's the most wonderful time in the weekend, whenever they lose. But all jokes and banter aside, whenever your team is 14, something has to be done. Whether you back Arteta or not, there is something that has to be done. And unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, the manager has to go. It's cheaper than to replace the players because something is clearly not going well there. Like Igal was bigging it up, like how Arteta is better than Lampard. He did this and he did that. I'm not the biggest fan of Lampard as a manager, but if it came up down to having him or Arteta, no, man. Thank you, man. I'm keeping Lampard, man.
I've got a question for you, Gal. If you finish 14th but win the FA Cup and Chelsea come third but win no trophies, who's had the better season?
God. Chelsea.
Okay. Why that came from last year? That's interesting. Gio here said Arsenal fans blame Gasidas for their downfall, but he has revived Milan, sticking to sponsorship deals, and Maldini does the signings. Wenger is the reason for Arsenal downfall. He put you 10 years behind. We've got Brittany on the show. Brittany, how's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Yeah, all good. You called the other day, right? You're a Chelsea fan.
Yep.
Yeah, great. I mean, what do you make of Arsenal's downfall and problems? Is it Arteta? Is it the board? Where do you think the problem really lies?
First things first, I don't call them Arsenal. I call them the ran out of ammos. Basically, y'all done. Y'all trash. It doesn't even feel good bantering Arsenal anymore because y'all placing 14th. Like, y'all are where you guys belong. So it's like, I can't really have anything to say to you guys. And because at the end of the day, my club is third. You guys have said all what you said. Fat Frank, Lampard's a loser when he plays higher than you guys with an academy squad, and ended up getting to the FA Cup final where Anthony Taylor licked the booty sweat out of Arsenal for y'all to win that match. But okay, so getting to Arteta, he's so negative. That's the issue. Like, I remember Brandon said this a couple of lives ago. It's not Aubameyang playing left, right, middle, center back. It's the formation. It's the style of play. Like you see, at least Lampard tries. At least Ollie tries to make sure either his players look right or Lampard at least tries to play positive. Although Lampard does have better players than you guys. I mean, he's getting back by the board. That obviously says something that Arteta is doing wrong. But, Arteta, he's trash. He's just a Spaniard, Arsene Wenger, late Arsene Wenger. I mean, Arsene Wenger really got you guys 5th, 4th with a trash squad. Trash. Dustpan leftovers. Like, so Arsenal fans, y'all like to complain. Y'all like to be on every other Chelsea, Liverpool fan base, Tottenham under their fan pages and stuff, talking all the trash you can. Well, I'm insulted by being insulted by Arsenal fans. Like, y'all not even top 6. Y'all can't even play. Y'all place 8th. 8th. The biggest club in London. Y'all place 8th. Ran out of ammo. Trash. Hey,
Brittany's going in.
Brittany destroyed Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Look at that. And see, do you know what that is, a gal? See, a proper North American. That's all I'm going to say.
What's good?
Canadians are too nice.
Nah, listen. I can say whatever I want about Chelsea. If you guys perform bad, I'm going to call it as it is. It doesn't matter if I'm an Arsenal fan or if I'm my club. Nah, if I feel like you perform like shit, I'm gonna call it out. Just like you call out today, we perform like shit. That's fair.
Do you know what I think with Brittany? I think we found the American Anita, I think we found the Yankee Doodle Pigeon Anita, 110%. 110%. I can imagine them two, like as Chelsea fans, Going, that'd be a good thing to see. I'd like to see that. That'd be a good show. Brittany, thank you for coming on, having your say. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Baz, as well. Really appreciate it, my guy. Speak to you both again soon. Listen, we're going to be ending the stream in a few moments. Massive numbers tonight, record numbers. Over 72,000 people have watched us live tonight. Nearly 2,000. Let's get it past the 2,000 like mark before we finish. Make sure you're all signing up to Discord as well. But I'm going to go around the room. We're going to start with a gal first. Where are Arsenal going to finish the season? Right now, hand on your heart, where you finishing, bro?
Based on, honestly, you want to know something? I consider 5th and 8th the same thing. No, 5th and 7th the same thing because it gets you into Europa League, right? One, you have to qualify for it. So I personally think right now, if we could, even if we run it,
5th and 6th, 5th and 6th, 7th doesn't get you Europa League.
I think we'd be trying to push for a Europa League spot at this point. We have to drop our expectations down a little bit more because top 4, as much as it's still in reach, based on if we get a couple games right now, I don't see us winning a couple games. The biggest issue for me is Thomas Partey is our signing that we made for the summer that was supposed to mean a lot to us, playing a lot of games. He hasn't played enough for us to be saying, oh, he's a flop or anything like that. But I need him to play because I feel like he would make our midfield dynamic. And that's the guy we've been missing in our midfield for the past 2 games.
Can you answer the question, though?
I think we'd finish right now 6th.
6th. Brandon, where are you finishing, bro? Hang on, 6th. Who are you better than? Who are you finishing?
No, it's not who we're better than, Terry. I'm hoping that we can go on a run of games.
Yeah. If you finish 6th, you're finishing in front of 15 other teams, like 14 other teams.
No, but look at it this way. If we would have won today's game, we would go straight tied for 6th with you and the team who's ahead of you.
Finish the league. Who are you going to finish in front of coming 6th? Who are you finishing in front of?
What do you mean?
Leicester, Man
We're going
United,
to be at the bottom of the top 6. That's what I'm saying.
Who's going to be? Yeah, but the point is I think we all kind of know that there's a possibility that the top 6 won't be the traditional top 6. I'm interested to know. Anyway, we're going to run out of time. Brandon, where are you finishing?
If we're going based on the logic of what happened last season, we finished 8th last season. I don't think we've improved in areas to finish any higher than 8th, but I also think we're getting worse, so I can't see us finishing in the top half of the table, if I'm being honest, if we stick with this manager.
Wow. Arsenal in 11th or lower. That's mad. Kai, where are Arsenal finishing as it stands right now? Where do you think they're going to come?
I think they're going to finish... probably finish 8th last.
Yeah.
So they're gonna finish 9th. I think their squad is crap. I think their squad is not better than Leicester. It's not better than Wolves. It was proved in the last 2 games that they played. I think the fact is they're just running by the name on the shirt. That's it. I don't think their squad is a top 4 or even top 7 squad. Other than Obama, I wouldn't have any of their players.
You wouldn't have Gabriel. Come on.
No, I wouldn't take a Gabriel. Who would Gabriel come in Chelsea instead of? No one. Is he better than Zuma at the moment? He's not. Is he better than Thiago Silva at the moment? He's not.
Chelsea are getting Alaba as well, so it's it's one of them ones. Neeks, where
he could be a ball boy. He could be a ball boy at Chelsea.
Neeks, where do you think Arsenal are going to finish, bro?
I think they will be fighting with Wolves for 7th. I think Leicester will finish in the top 6 as well as the other 5 of us. I think what might go against Arsenal in terms of the 7th position is the fact that Wolves don't have any European football. Last year they did, and they still finished above Arsenal. So but that means Arsenal may have to start putting their eggs into the Europa League basket by March, about around that time, see where they are on the league table and put it there, because they definitely ain't getting to the Champions League through the league. I'll tell you that.
And you know what? Remember, Arteta made the promise 3 years of winning the Champions League. You've got to qualify for it to win it. And this is year 1, and right now it is not looking good. I'm not going to be as harsh as 14th. I think Arsenal are going to finish 10th. If things don't start to improve dramatically, they're going to come about 10th. That's where I would go with. And that would just make me laugh. It made me very, very. I mean, I'm being pathetic and I'm being petty, but it'll make me laugh. Listen, everybody who's tuned in, a massive thank you to each and every one of you. Go right now. Don't stay for the end. Go right now and sign up to Discord. Get yourself in the chat right now. I've just been looking at the chat. The chat over there is popping right now. It's crazy. So get, especially the Arsenal chat room. I've seen a few people say I'm leaving, that they can't take it. The banter's so bad. So go into the link in our description below, get signed up. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon. Peace.
Clear. Igal has said that Arsenal are going to win all 5 of our next fixtures. I just want to make that clear, yeah?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.